Hello friends, wizards, witches and muggles. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. This is not a magical video. This is not. I feel like I should take this wand and just throw it away. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I have wanted to do my entire life and that I have started doing, and it's a brand new hobby and I thought it'd be really fun to talk about, and that is horse riding. I'm going to be talking about everything from my first ever experience with horses to my first lesson, my second lesson. There's even footage from my first ever lesson, which I kind of cringe a little bit looking back on now because I'm just seeing all of the things that I'm not doing correctly, but you have to start somewhere. That's the whole point in learning something new, and that's what I have done recently. So if you want to keep on watching about my horse riding life, my new equestrian life, then yeah, keep on watching the video. Also, if you're brand new to my channel, hello, welcome. Don't forget you can click the subscribe button if you'd like to be part of our weird, magical online family. But let's go, because I've got a lot to talk about. I've actually written some notes so that I don't forget things. So I guess I should start off with why horse riding. I have always enjoyed horses. I think they're majestic. I know quite a lot of people that are in my life that are terrified of horses, but I've just can't relate because I've just loved them. I love the way they look. I think they're so beautiful, and yeah, I love them. So I've always wanted to horse ride since I was younger. I never took any lessons as a child. My first ever experience actually on a horse was when I was 15 years old. It was with me and my family. We had a holiday in Devon in the UK, and I was just like, oh, I really want to go horse riding. So I think my family found somewhere where I could do it, and I had no knowledge, no experience whatsoever, which becomes quite funny in a moment. So we got to this horse riding centre and I was basically given a helmet. I was in my jeans, in some trainers, a purple fleece. I remember it very, very vividly. And I was just given this white horse and I was just like, oh, okay. So I was put on the horse, and it wasn't really a lesson. It wasn't horse riding lessons when I was 15. I was given a horse, off you go with the rest of the people on horses, wave goodbye to your family even though you don't know what you're doing. I didn't know how to steer, I didn't know how to stop the horse, I didn't know anything. Like, thinking about it, it was actually quite dangerous just to give a horse to a 15-year-old girl, but hey, I really enjoyed myself. I actually cantered that day, and I didn't even know what cantering was at that point, but I did. All of us, the people, I think there was about 6 of us, just cantered over the hills in Devon, and we were out for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and yeah, I just loved it, and I was like, I want more of this. And oh my goodness, yeah, it's so bad, isn't it? Anyway, so ever since then I've wanted to horse ride, and I just haven't. The opportunity didn't arise. I didn't go searching for schools or anything until this year. Everything changed. So I have got a best friend called Roz, and she rides horses. She's owned horses. She's very good at horse riding, and I went to visit her down south in Somerset, and she organised for us to go horse riding and to get my very first official proper horse riding lesson at a riding school down there, and the school is fantastic. I've now been there twice. So I got there and I did buy some wares because horse riders wear special gear. You've got jodhpurs, which are like horse riding leggings if you like horse riding shoes, and you've got chaps and you've got gilets, loads of new things that are in my world now that I didn't know what they were before. So we got there and I was fitted a helmet, and you have to have a helmet that properly fits your head. So I think I'm a size, I want to say 2.5, but I don't really remember. So we were fitted with helmets, and I was told that I was gonna ride a horse named Nobby. It's almost like Dobby, but with an N. And Nobby, my horse, is a cob. He's very hench, very strong, beautiful, and so I went to say hi to Nobby, and it was really enjoyable, and I was just like, oh god, I've actually got to get on this horse now. Obviously, horse riding lessons. So I got on the horse, which is a lot easier than it looked. No, harder than it looked. Yes, it was harder than it looked. You have to get one foot into a stirrup, grab on, and kind of over the horse, leg over, and you're on a horse. Horses are very tall. Good job, I'm not scared of heights. So the first things in my lesson, I had 2 instructors with me because it was my very, very first lesson. I didn't really know what I was doing, even though I'd been once when I was 15, and I wanted to learn properly. So we learned the very basics. So there was stopping, starting the horse. It makes it sound like a car, just putting the key in and, you know, putting on the ignition. No, so it's going, stopping, and steering. Steering is very important as well. And a fun thing that I learned is to stop a horse. Now I know this is different from country to country and school to school, but to stop the horses in the riding school I was at, you have to kind of like, I got told to like squeeze your bum cheeks and your thighs like you're kind of trying to hold in a fart. So your thighs are like the handbrake, if you like. So fairly simple. Now to go, it's all about weight and that kind of thing. You have to kind of lean to where you're looking, and you've also got to tap the horse as well. It's more complicated than I ever thought. I did a lot of things wrong. I'm still learning. I did many things wrong. One thing that was really cool is I steered Nobby in and out of these little cones. We kind of waved in and out, and I was like, I'm doing it. I'm riding a horse. And what's really fun about horse riding so far, obviously I'm a complete novice. I don't know what I'm doing. What's really enjoyable is that the horse knows what you want by these little instructions that you're doing, and it's almost as though rider, me, and horse became one, and I think that's really cool. And I will relate it to a car. Now that I've been driving for 4 years, maybe longer than that now, it's automatic, and I do feel like I am at one with my car, and that is hopefully what it's going to become like with a horse. Now my first lesson was actually half an hour, and they got me to do a little bit of trotting to see how much I was capable of. The footage from this is absolutely hilarious because they tell you to really lean back into your bum and we had these little, what they call bunny ears, to hold on to with the reins like this, and you gotta lean back and kind of just go with it and kind of let your legs go floppy. That was really, really enjoyable, and boy did my legs hurt the next day. I could barely walk, I'm not going to lie, but that was really enjoyable, doing more than walking. I did that a few times around the arena that we were in. So I did trotting, and I guess that was near the end of my first lesson, and then we had to dismount. And you can see in the footage that I took, I was a bit kind of like, about getting off and dismounting, because how you don't get taught how to get off a horse. So you kind of have to kind of fling yourself off and kind of slide down the horse all in one quick action. And it took me 2 attempts to try. I went to do it and then I was like, no, I'm doing it wrong. But no, I got it, and I can do it quite easily now, which is good. So that was my first ever lesson. Now my second lesson, I had the same horse, Nobby, and I had a different instructor. I think she was someone that owned the riding school or someone quite high up there. She was fantastic. She was a lot more strict than the first 2 girls that you've seen in the footage today. And I loved that. I love knowing what I'm doing wrong. So I can see now in a lot of my first lesson, I was doing a lot of this with my arms, with the reins. Wrong. Don't do that. You're meant to kind of keep them down like this. Your arms shouldn't really be moving around that much. And also my posture was kind of incorrect, though I will mention on my first lesson with Nobby, my saddle was kind of side saddle, so I felt like I was slipping a little bit. That wasn't my fault, but I went with it anyway. So my second lesson was a lot more enjoyable, and we did a lot more of steering. I didn't do trotting, I didn't do any of that, but really getting the hang of steering Nobby and getting him to listen to me. I think that's really important. But yeah, she was a lot more strict, and I think I work very well with that kind of teaching. And what was fun is that my second lesson, I wish I'd vlogged it, I'm really sorry that I didn't, but she let me off the guiding reins. So they have a big long rope. These aren't to guide the horse in any way. Both lessons I've been in full control of Nobby, and yeah, she let me off. So that was kind of cool, but also terrifying, because now it's just me and Nobby and I am in full control of this horse, what it does. It was really cool. It felt amazing to be on this wild, well, not wild, on this big animal. I think it was really, oh, I want to go again. I need some more lessons. But yeah, so the second lesson was great, and I get a complete rush and a buzz from horse riding, and I can't wait to learn more. Obviously, I can't keep going down to Somerset to ride horses. I am currently looking for somewhere in the West Midlands, kind of the Midlands area, a really good school. So if any of you are from the UK and you're at a really good riding school, please do let me know down below. Maybe I will check it out and scout some new schools, because it's something that I would like to do regularly. Also, I have a lot of followers, yes, you're watching. I have a lot of you guys that do horse riding and you're part of the equestrian family as well. So any tips and tricks, leave them down below. I would absolutely love to read them. I'm completely open to learning, doing things right. I know it's very early days and I've only had 2 lessons, but it's just something I've always wanted to do, and I'm finally doing it, and that feels really cool. So yeah, I think that's it really. I just wanted to tell you about a hobby that I've begun and asking for advice from those that already do this. I think that's really fun. Are there any hobbies that you guys have always wanted to do but have just never got round to it? Because I do recommend just going for it. If you can, just go for it. Give it a go, and if it's right for you, carry on. If it's not, at least you tried. So I guess there's a lesson from today's video. Give new things a go. Give them a try. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Oh my God, I just love horses so much. And yeah, I will let you know how I get on. I will hopefully do some more filming with horse riding to give you updates and that kind of thing, and how I've progressed, because I think that's really awesome. I'm sure in like a year's time I will look back on the footage from my first ever lesson and go, oh God, that was terrible, but look how far you've come. And I think that's really exciting. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below of if you'd like to see more videos like this. I know it's not magical and most of you are here for the magical wonders on my channel, but I think it's really exciting to share things that are from my life that I have been enjoying. And yeah, okay, this video has been very chatty. It's been quite fun actually. I will see you guys in my very next video. I hope you're all doing really well. How are you? Is that weird for me to ask in a video? How are you doing? Let me know down below, and I will see you in my next video.